stand for the opening prayer. Thank you. Lord, you have entrusted us as stewards of your creation. Please guide our hearts as we make our decisions. We seek you first in all we do together. May we be always mindful that we are here to serve your people. Amen. Thank you. Order of business we have on the agenda we have apologies, and we have apologies from Councillor Livingston this morning. Can I have a mover and a seconder for those please? Councillor Van Rooyen and Councillor Shelter. All those in favour, please say aye. Against, carried. Confirmation of the agenda. We do have on the full council meeting agenda the Healthy Rivers presentation. Now that is going to be at 11 o'clock. Joe Bromley, who is the project manager, and Emma Reid will be coming at 11 o'clock. That isn't on your agenda, so we do need to add that. Alright? That's actually been put on the community and assets, but we changed it over. So it is now on the full council agenda. So are there any... So I need a mover and a seconder for confirmation of the change of agenda. Councillor Bell and Councillor Lee. Thank you. All those in favour? Aye. Thank you. Item 3 is leave of absences. Is anybody... Councillor Lee?
Yes, you should go. You've got to look at the leave it back by fees. I think I could leave it forward if we're still here.
Hopefully we won't.
Yeah,
but
no,
yes, thank you for that.
All
Alright, yes, by all means. Mover and a seconder.
One other.
Alright, Councillor.
8th of December, we have a council meeting.
Yes.
I will be away that day, picking up my family from the airport.
Much importance there.
Yep.
Thank you for that. And on that 8th of December, I'm seeking leave as well. Please. My son is getting his promotion down at Linton Army Camp, and I would like to be there. So can I have a mover and a seconder that I will be absent as well? Thank you. Councillor Baldwin, seconded Councillor Schultz. All those in favour, please say aye. And yes, carried. Thank you for that. Are there any conflicts of interest on the agenda today? Right. We go moving on then, and it's confirmation of the minutes. And these are the minutes of Tuesday, the 25th of October. That was our swearing-in evening. And moving on to Wednesday, the 26th of October. The minutes are, that's item 5.1, and they're on page 6. So we're looking at this stage for matters of fact. So is there anything in these minutes that either needs correction or comment on? So matters of fact on page 6, page 7, page 8, page 9, and page 10. Now on page 10 I do want to bring up, and that's under the resolutions. We resolved on page 9 that the appointments on 1 and 2, the appointments being made. We actually had a third resolution there that because it was brought up that Councillor Machin's was on that appointments list, and he does actually have delegated voting rights. So we needed a resolution to say that he does. So we've already got the resolution here, and resolution 3 to be added is that trustees are advisory trustees only, with no voting rights other than Councillor Machin, who has delegated authority to act for the Mayor as Council's representative on regional land transport. Alright, so that is an amendment to the minutes. Thank you. That's on page 10. Page 11. That was resolved in the days reserves. Yeah. So we're up to page 12, page 13, and these are all matters of fact, and page 13. Alright, now I have a mover and a seconder then for those minutes with that amendment. Councillor Gash is moving them, Councillor Cook seconding them. All those in favour? Against, carried, thank you. Are there any matters arising? Councillor Matron.
Just one, it's clarification with Councillor Liston at our session in Rotorua yesterday. She raised the point and asked a question on councillors absent and coming in via electronic means to a meeting.
Sorry?
Being allowed under the new standing orders of being able to attend meetings from afar by a visual link.
Yes.
It was explained that yes, that was now allowable, that they did not form part of the quorum,
That's right.
but that they had voting rights. She had the idea that this council had not allowed voting rights on that. Now, of course, the minutes, in one of our other minutes here, we actually, it's minuted that we've done that.
That's on page 11, I think it is.
I'm just trying to find it because it was also part of the minutes somewhere else. But I just wanted to clarify that that you, Your Worship, didn't make a ruling to say, well, yes, that part of the new standing orders we're not going to follow. My belief is that that didn't happen. That person would have voting rights.
Yes.
And I just think that needs to be clarified with Councillor Liston.
I need to check standing orders for that because there was a, I haven't got the standing orders with me. Has anybody got any
Yes.
with them, please? Have you got them there? Can you help us out? Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you.
I think Councillor Baldwin might be checked out last night, and I'm pretty sure I'm right in what I'm saying. Yeah.
So people can attend through a audio-visual link.
Yes.
They can vote, but they're not part of the quorum. So
That is what we decided. That's right. That is what we decided. So is that what Councillor Lipscomb understood?
No, she believed that she wasn't allowed to vote.
Oh, I see.
She was advised otherwise at the meeting yesterday, but I guess the implication
No.
was that it could be at the discretion of the mayor.
Oh, really?
And
Well,
I don't believe that is the case myself.
No. Page 31, let me just please.
I just think it would be advisable, once we've confirmed it,
Yeah.
for a discussion to take place between yourself and her.
I think the discretion of the chair was that the technology was up to par and you could hear everything properly, she could hear us properly.
Sorry, say that?
The discretion of the chair was to say whether you were happy with the technology, that she could hear us properly, we could hear her. And so.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now,
I think it's been raised and you'll be able to clarify it.
I will clarify, thank you, yeah. But I understood that they didn't have voting rights. They did have voting rights, but they were part of the quorum. That's as I understood it, yes. All right, thank you for that information.
Well, we
Yeah, and I'll follow it up, yes.
Because if you're not part of the quorum, you have to put in an apology. You can't put in an apology if you're there on screen. So after the discussion yesterday, it seemed if there wasn't a quorum in the room, she couldn't be the last person to make the quorum.
That's right.
That's my understanding.
That's right. That's correct. That is correct. Yeah. So just very briefly, it was a good day yesterday?
Absolutely.
Good. Thank you for that. Good. Are there any other matters arising from these minutes? Thank you, Councillor Matton. All right. Well, moving on then. Thank you. Page 15, and it's reports, and it's the mural report. And this is just a bullet point of my activities since I have been in the role up to the 8th of November. Are there any questions or comments or about those? It's basically been a couple of weeks of meeting people, that's all.
Question, Your Worship, the meal induction program Wellington you attended, was there any interesting trends or ideas that what are other people doing around meal powers and meal leadership and those sort of things?
No, it was actually a really good catch up. There was a balance between experienced mayors and new mayors. There are about 4 mayors that were there that were brand new into the role, had never been mayors before, all female, and all clustered down in the Wairarapa way, down that way. So they had it and accepted that they had a huge learning curve. It was really very, very good. They broke it up into governance, and then they broke it into relationships with chief executives, relationships with communities, and relationships with businesses. So it was very, very helpful. And it was an overnighter, and got back Friday with a heap full of good stuff. Thank you. Anything else?
Just a question on mayoral funding, so it's just at the end of your report.
Yes.
The beautiful mayoral cloak, we've seen the change of governance.
Yes.
That is now council property?
No.
It is not?
No.
Okay. Just a question, I wasn't sure whether it would be retained here for the use of future mayors or whether... Okay.
Thank you. All right. Can I have a mover and a seconder for these? Councillor Schultz moving and Councillor Lee is seconding the mayoral report. All those in favour, please say aye. Against, carried. Now, what I didn't do in the confirmation of the agenda is talk about bringing up last item on our agenda, public business, which is item 6.3. I want to move that rather than doing it after the healthy rivers. I can put item 6.3 as to 6.2. Are you all right with that? So that we can do that. Then I'm going to adjourn the meeting, and Councillor Gash is going to go into community and assets, and we will continue with the community and assets meeting until 11 o'clock when Healthy Rivers presentation is on. Then we will form for council. Once the Healthy Rivers presentation is finished, we will then continue with community and assets. My apologies, it is a little bit mucky today, but that was as best we could do it. All right? So we're sitting on item 6.3 on page 31 at the moment. And the reason for... Okay. Sorry. You can do that.
The purpose of all this recommendation to council is that currently we have the public forum starts at 9:30. If we had no one attend that, we're all being assembled, no one attends, no one wants to speak, and the meeting, and basically we can't then carry on with our council meeting until 10 o'clock, because that's when we can't be notified, that's when we're told that they can attend. So what this is proposing is that we actually start our council meeting formally at 9:30, we then adjourn to go into the public forum. If that doesn't take a full half hour that we've allocated, then we can carry on with council business, so you're not sitting around putting it up.
I think that's best use of time too. Councillor Cook.
Can I just ask, at 9:30 you declare and ask who was here to speak. If someone comes in after that and isn't already on the list, are they still able to get
At this stage we don't have a list. At this stage it was just a show of hands, and perhaps that's something that we can talk about offline. But the resolution we made was as few rules around it as possible for the trial. So it's something that we may have to introduce, but at this stage it worked well for the first time with just show of hands, and if we find that doesn't, then certainly we'll have to start putting some rules around it.
as such, and then when someone comes in at 10:02 and thinks they can speak.
Yes, yeah, that's something that we'll have a chat about. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, it is a good point.
Perhaps if we advertise through the resolution, we advertise the public session as starting at 9:30 and people who wish to speak at the meeting at 9:30, maybe that's that way.
That would be fair.
Yes, yes. That's key comment. If we could do that when we advertise it in the local paper. Yeah. All right. Thank you for that. So the recommendation here is 1 and 2. We don't need to add that as a resolution, I don't think, on this. Is there any other discussion? on the report? All right, thank you. Can I have a mover and a seconder for the council meeting time report? Councillor Bell moved the report, Councillor Shorter seconded it. All those in favour?
Aye.
Against? Carried. I'm now going to adjourn the full council meeting, and